Welcome guys to the 5th week of my Mailbox Monday series. This week is very interesting. I don't know if we're gonna beat last week of over what was it, a little over 4 million golden sales. I'm not sure we are, but we're definitely gonna come very close. We've had some very interesting sales, and yeah, I guess we're just gonna go into it. Before we start, as in last week's video, I have made a couple timestamps here so it's easier for you guys to get to the exact points that you want throughout the video. We are now on a Transmog Old World materials guide. Let's see how many sales we have here. Okay, we have 80 total sales, and the first 50 is 45,363. Okay, not the highest amount ever, but it's a good amount of sales, so we're happy with that. We have a plans for an invernal mail. I'm not sure where this one is from. I don't really remember. But still 6.1k. We got some other stuff here. We got a couple things from Manitombs that sold. Also just materials in general. That's pretty cool. And an elemental mage staff, but other than that, it's just a bunch of like kind of low value items, but it's a lot of sales, so that's really nice. So let's get this and check the last 30. Okay, 33,475. Okay, that's pretty good. Okay, we have some jade lake plates only for 10k. Jade Lake plates on Terran Mill are incredibly low valued, and they don't sell as much as they used to, so putting them at a lower price will increase the chance you have of selling them. And for me, I don't really care about the transmog prices that much, but this is what we got for it. It's still a decent amount of gold. And then we also sold some Tyrant's Lake plates for almost 6k. That's nice. I haven't seen that in a while, so that's really cool. But other than that, it's just it's a bunch of materials as well, and a bunch of low value items. But yeah, we made in total for transmog 78,838. So not terrible, not terrible. Let's move on to our blacksmithing and jewel crafting guy. Alright, we're now on our blacksmithing and jewel crafting guy. Let's see. We have 306 sales, so not as much as last week, but I know for a fact that we have a bunch of higher value sales this week. So we'll see. Let's see what this turns into. I just wanted to reload here because I just looted some expires, so it was only 46. Okay, the first 50 we have 239,699. Okay, I mean that's a pretty good amount. Let's see. We sold a bunch of muddle-hardened stirrups and hoof plates. Some inflatable mount shoes. Actually, 2 of them for pretty high prices. Nice. A bunch of notorious gear. We've gotten rid of a lot of our stock, which is really nice. I haven't recrafted anything for almost a week now, so well, I'm kind of trying to get rid of pretty much everything before the patch hits. But besides that, we have 4 panther sales here. Not for the highest prices ever, but it's still a good amount of profit. The Sunstone Panther is pushing it, but the others are really good. Then there's also a captured Dune Scavenger. We got one. We farmed a 2x4 in Dune, and we got a Dune Scavenger this week. So one of these Dune Scavengers that you're gonna see is 100% profit and not bot. But that's only one of them. But it's a really nice sale. It's at 76,000. But let's check the next 50. Alright, so for the next 50, we have even more. We have 398,240. That's really high. As you can see, we have another pan for sale here, and also a jeweled onyx pan for sale. Both are actually pretty good. They're pretty decent. Also something to remember, these panthers is not because you're making the most gold ever. They cost me around 22,000 to make. Like the small ones, not the jeweled onyx panther one. You make this out of 4. So I make this for 88k. So it's not like you make the most amount of profit ever, but it's still a good amount. Let's see. Also some more notorious sales. Some rings here and there. A kind of low value Dune Scavenger. Still 66,000. We bought, I think, 5 or 6 maybe this week for 55k. So that's pretty much, you know, 11,500 on the profit on that one. So that's nice. We have Misscale here. This is a flip we did. I buy Misscale at around 45 gold and sell it at around 8. So this is how, this is just a flip, so it's not farmed or anything. We have more notorious sales and more pan for sales and another Dune Scavenger and another pan for sale. These are really nice. Yeah, 6,500, 5,500 probably, and here's 6,500 again. So this is really nice. This is a really nice 50. Let's check the next ones. I also did a lot of investing this week, so a bunch of my gold has gone into investing for 8.3 and also for the future. So that's really cool. So it's nice that we've still made a good amount of gold on everything. But these next 50 here you see some living steel. These are all flips. I bought out a bunch of living steel, as you can see here, for 394 gold on average. I bought most of it just to make panthers, but because I bought out a good chunk of the market, I thought, hey, let's try and flip some of it, which worked, as you can see. So that's really nice. We've sold 30 here, and we've sold a couple 4 stacks here. Another inflatable mount shoe at a very good price. More notorious gear, rings, some mono hunt stirrups. Another pan for sale. Another jeweled onyx pan for sale. Really nice. Some more notorious gear. More living steel as well. That's really good. Mono hunt stirrups. These are really expensive. These are really expensive. That's nice. More mid-scale, inflatable mount shoes. But other than that, there's not really anything in particular that's really cool here. So let's loot this and continue with the next 50. Alright, so the next 50 here is 215,828. Okay, that's also a good amount. We have more living steel sales here on the flips. So that's really cool. Way more notorious sales here. That's really nice. What else? There's a intuitive staff sale. That's a notorious staff from jewel crafting. Even more living steel, sorry. And some monolite ore for kind of a good price. A really high value jeweled onyx pan for here. That's around a 12k profit, so that's decent. That's good enough. Yeah, but other than that, there's not really anything. It's just a bunch of notorious gear, a bunch of rings, and a little bit of the flips we did on living steel. But let's check the next 50. All right, so the next 50, another 158,545. These mailboxes keep being very big, which is nice. It's super nice. We have a very high captured Dune Scavenger sale here for 95,000. Keep in mind that all the Dune Scavengers that you see, as again, was bought for 55k. So that right there is a 40k profit. So that's really, really, really good. Besides that, we have some Battle Scarred Augment Rune sales, not the highest price ever, but we get these pretty much for free from the mission table, so that's nice. Notorious gear sales, a bunch of rings, some gems that we didn't really care about, we just wanted them gone. Yeah, there's not really anything interesting in this besides the Dune Scavenger, of course. So we're just gonna loot this and check the next 50. Alright, so the last almost 56 here, we got 86,053. Still decent. This is also just a bunch of Notorious gear, as you can see, and rings and everything. The reason I've gotten so many sales, I also sold a Sinister Combatants into this dev. That's interesting. The reason I have so many sales on Notorious gear is probably because of the whole anniversary event with people leveling characters, and people preparing their alts and everything for 8.3. So it's really nice how this have gone out. It's not like these items are particularly high valued, but they give me a very good amount of profit because they almost take nothing to make, especially on how cheap I got my Expulsum because of the Tide Spray. So yeah, there's not really anything interesting on this besides that. There's some really expensive Monohunt stirrups, but yeah, a 2.4 k free 10 ring. So that's nice. Let's check the last 6 here. I'm just gonna stick with you guys. Something that's actually really interesting here in 8.3 in a couple days, there's not gonna be any new tradable rings. Of course, there's gonna be the ones that you can craft, like for yourself, the bind 'em pickup. But there's not gonna be any new tradable ones like the rings that we have now. So I think that the free 10 rings are still going to sell. How much they're going to sell for and how often, that depends. But I don't think they're going to go completely to zero. Like the Notorious gear probably will, because of the Uncanny gear. But yeah, for blacksmithing we made 1,317,453. So let's move on to our last guy, which is our main for tailoring and enchanting. Alright, so we are now on a tailoring and enchanting guy. We have, oh, there's a bunch of expires here. Let me take them out. So yeah, you get a sneak peek there. So we've had some very, very interesting sales over the week. But here yesterday is probably the most insane sales I've ever seen, especially on Gilded Seaweave. So on the first page here, we have 156,108 gold. Really good decent mailbox for this guy. We have some Fellhide for 215 gold. We bought this Fellhide, most of it. Pretty much all I had. I bought like a stack out for 45 gold each. So this is a really good flip. You're gonna see more than this for less prices, but yeah. Some Umber Shards and Gloom Dust here. Really high prices. This is like 49 gold almost, 48 maybe. So that's really, really, really high. And they've gone up and up and up and up towards the patch. So I've been selling the materials instead of the enchants, because I don't think the enchanting materials are gonna, not the enchanting materials, but the enchants themselves are gonna be very good, even though they're gonna be used more. So we'll have to see. I'm not gonna focus that much on it to start off. But yeah, let's go into these Gilded Seaweaves. So last night the markets were completely empty, and I decided to try a couple different things with Gilded Seaweave, and I put them up for 59 gold to start. That sold. Okay. Well, 69 gold. 3 stacks. Well, that also sold. 79 gold. Well, that also sold. So we got 7 incredibly high gilded seaweed stack sales. I never expected this, and this was at 2-3 a.m. in the morning. So this is really interesting, and yeah, but I'm really happy that someone would want to spend so much gold on something that I bought for 20. So this is good. This is really good. Besides that, we have some expensive sea breeze saddle blankets, so that's nice. Some tide spray, which is something you're also going to see this week because I've been flipping more. A lot of the tide spray that you're going to see is something that I've bought for around 5 to 6 gold. So there's not going to be a major amount of profit on them, but it's still 2 to 3 gold profit on each one. A lot of the tide spray I've also used on crafting braces for expulsum to prepare, and I've also used it on getting the not the crafting, but the enchanting materials, because they were super highly valued. So it's kind of been a split on those. But let's loot this and check what the next 50 have here. Let's see if we can get through this before it reloads. We have another 159,291. So that's actually really close to the other one. It's a little higher, but that's just good. Okay, so we have some expensive Umber shards here. So that's nice. Some more Tome of Illusions. These Tome of Illusions have been flying out the last couple of days. I guess it's because people are preparing for transmogs and new characters that they want to do, and also just legendary items becoming transmogable. I guess more people are interested in getting all the illusions. There's more tide spray linen, of course. Some nylon thread. Not for that much gold, but it's more than you buy it for the vendors, so that's nice. Some gloom dust, some old enchants, 4K, that's nice. Sea breeze saddle blankets, gloom dust, thorium bars. This is nice because in total I bought 2,677 for an average of 3 gold 20. So selling them for this much is good. It's a decent flip. We have way more Umber Shard sales here for really good prices as well. And Sea Breeze saddle blankets as well. These guys have been flying out at this price. And I don't understand why all of a sudden people have been buying them out so much. Because usually I would sell, I don't know, like 20, maybe 30 a week. And we've sold so many this week. So it's been interesting. We also have one copper rod sale here. For 276 gold. You can buy this at the enchanting vendor for 1 silver. So this is just 276 profit. So that's really nice. We got another Dune Scavenger sale here, 11,500. So decent, not the best, but decent. Let's check what the next 50 are. Something also to remind you guys, if something is under 100 gold in value, I loot it, because otherwise it's just going to fill up my mailbox completely. But the next 50 here is 144,021 gold. So also pretty good. We have some Notorious Gear sales. We have some more old enchants. Really nice. 4K. Like, it's so much you can get through the old enchants compared to the current content ones. We have another Dune Scavenger sale here for the exact same price. There's more Felhide, as I talked about, also decent prices. More Sea Breeze saddle blankets, some deep sea bandages, 17. I don't know why I posted it in a 17 stack, but they sold, so that's nice. And a bunch of tide spray and gloom dust. But yeah, let's do this and check when the next 50 are. Alright, so the next 50 is only 54,631. So not the highest amount ever, but we have some gloom dust sales here again, a bunch of gloom dust. This is really good prices, like 7-8 gold, like really high, so that's nice. We have some deep sea bag sales here, almost 500 gold This is really high for my server, so that's nice. I'm very happy with these sales. 380 gold, decent, but not the highest ever. These are, by the way, all flips. I bought out, I don't know, like 200 for 360 gold to show some people on my live stream how risky the bag market was. And at one point, the guy or the couple people that kept posting them at low amounts, they weren't reposting, and I got, you know, a bunch of really good bag sales in. So we only have like half of this stock left, and I suspect that in the next couple of days the deep sea bags are gonna go even. They're gonna go up again because of 8.3. So yeah, we'll see. But we have another 4K longer hidden satyr here. It's really nice. Hex weave bag for 1.2K. Something that's really interesting about the bags, because of how the new auction house is going to work, every single bag is going to get compared to each other on the default version of the auction house, which might mean that the hex weave bags are going to go down in price. But we don't know for sure, but it might happen. So we might see hex weave bags drop in price a lot. But yeah, hopefully not, because it's really nice selling them for this price, this amount. Even though you can't make that many unless you have a bunch of characters. But let's see what the next 50 are. The next 50, okay, 131,022. Let's get it. So some more gilded seaweave here for 9K. Really good. Not as good as the first ones you saw. The materials are a little bit lower valued here, as you can see. Some more fellhide sales. Really high as well. A bunch of tide spray, more gilded seaweave, tome evolutions, deep sea bags, also for really good prices, and more tide spray. But yeah, let's just loot this and keep going. Alright, so the next 50 here is 41,452. So not high amount, but it's a bunch of tide spray sales. It's a bunch of bags and a little bit of gloom dust and rune cloth. So that's, and actually 4 copper rod sales. This was really interesting because one guy came in and bought 4. I have no idea why, but weird things happen. As you can see, it pops up in chat here in a second. Yeah, there it is. He bought 4. And yeah, I'm confused, but it is what it is. So let's check what the next 50 are. Alright, I'm speeding this up a little bit because some of these items, there's not really anything in particular that I need to explain to you guys. As is, I've already explained the tide spray, what I bought it for, so you can figure out how much profit there is on each one. Same with gilded seaweave. Yeah, it's just a bunch of tide spray, a bunch of gilded seaweave, and deep sea bags. A bunch of really good flips. So, I mean, I guess it works. There's a little war machine for 6.6K, not the highest amount ever, but it's still 94,435. So I'm not knocking it or anything. So this is really good. I'm amazed at how many sales that we've put through this week, especially because I didn't expect to get anywhere near the same amount of sales as last week, and we got kind of close actually. So it's really exciting. Oh, we've actually sold some more fellhide here, but that doesn't count. But the next 50 is, let me see, 76,286. Okay. It's again a bunch of tide spray for good prices, enough to make it profitable. 2 to 3 gold on top of what I bought them for. So a couple rings, bags, deep sea bags, coin of many faces. I bought 9 coins, 9 coin of many faces for just under 2,000. So it's almost a 1K profit, so that's nice. And some bolt of rune cloth. But yeah, let's loot this and check what the next 50 are. Alright, the next 50 here is 145,428. So this is really interesting. We bought this Vial de Sands. We bought it for, I think it was 57,000. I think we got it for in trade chat, and then we resold it on the auction house like an hour later for just over 70k, and after the auction house got just under. So this is like 12-13k profit, so that's actually pretty good. I'm really happy with that. I didn't expect that, so that was a nice surprise. Again, bunch of Tide Spray, some Primal Mana here. We bought a bunch of this for just over 200 gold, so 360 gold. I'm really happy with that. We haven't sold that much of it this week, but it's not a quick seller, so I don't mind waiting. Again, so much Tide Spray, Sea Breeze saddle blankets. As I talked about before, we sold so many this week, so I'm really happy about that. But yeah, let's check what the next 50 are. Also, I hope you guys are really enjoying these mailbox openings of me going through and talking about all the different things that I sell, why I do it, and my preparation for each one. I really hope you're enjoying it. I'm glad you're watching the video. But let's go through this one. This is a really interesting one. We have 160,231. There's some enchants here, as you can see, really lowly valued. Some Gloom Dust, some Umber Shards, decent, actually high priced, really high valued Gloom Dust here. Also, the Gilded Seaweave, this is 49 gold per, after the auction house cut, of course, but it's still really good. Some Veil Crystals, 200 for 34, a little over 34,000. We usually buy these ones at, as you can see, 140 gold on average, so this is really nice. It's a good amount of profit. But yeah, other than that, there's a little bit more Primal Mana here, so that's nice. We sold one Embroidered Deep Sea bag because we did one Mythic, so we had a Hydrocore. So yeah, and some Rune Cloth here, some really expensive Rune Cloth. We've sold some of the old cloth for interesting prices throughout this week, which I obviously don't mind, but I guess it's people leveling tailoring, because otherwise I would not be paying that much for it, because you can usually, if you wait until it's restocked, you can usually buy it for silver. And sometimes, if you want to, you can buy out everything that goes for silver and post it for a couple gold and make some small amounts of gold on it, so that's nice. Okay, damn! 316,414. Okay, this is a really highly valued, and these, oh, this is an interesting mailbox, okay? We have two Dune Scavenger sales straight after each other. This is two different people, by the way. As you can see here, it's Gromar and Holy Stefan. So two different people, 76,000, just 21,000 profit on each, so that's nice. We have some Fellhide, some Spirit of Harmony, more enchanting materials, Drums of Fury. Now these guys, you're gonna see a lot of these guys by now, but I bought I think it was 1,500, a little bit over 1,500 for around 50 gold each. Some of them are very close to 50 gold, but there's also a lot of them that are way higher, and you can see that by these ones, so that's really nice. Some Ancient Mana Crystals, I think we bought these for 300 gold, I don't really remember, but we made a little bit of profit on these, not that much. But this Tide Spray, so what happened here, the auction house was completely emptied out late night, as you can see, 4 or 5 days ago, and I posted some Tide Spray for just over 20 gold and just around 20 gold. As you can see, everything's sold. And yeah, this is really like, I don't understand this. It's the same as the Gilded Seaweave that you saw in the first 50. This right here is so insane, and I just want to show you guys this can happen. It's not like this never ever happens, because I didn't think that I was going to sell this many stacks, and I believe that there's actually more than this. So we'll have to see here in the next 50. But if you prepare and prepare and prepare and stock yourself up early and you take a couple risks, you're going to run into these situations every once in a while. Of course, it depends on what kind of server you play on and how the markets are, but you can totally make things like that happen. And as you can see, we have another 114,000. I'm going to write this in here. So that's really, really good. We have some more of the tide spray linen stacks here, as you can see, some really highly valued ones. Some frostweave cloth. That's one of the interesting sales. Some more tide spray, really, really high value too. So that's nice. That's nice. Some embroidered deep sea satin, also really good. Some more gilded seaweed for 49 gold. And deep sea bags over 500 gold, so that's nice. Some more gilded seaweed. Here comes some of the drums of fury. And yeah, we've sold, I think we sold like, I don't know, 700 around. Yeah, I think around 700, 800 drums of fury in total this week. Yeah, every single one that we had is gone. So around that, because we sold the other ones last week. But we have another 115,000 here, 281. So these mailboxes are really, really, really good. But here we don't have anything in particular that's really interesting. Now we have some more Vel crystal sales here. A lot, actually. For these are really good because I usually buy them for 140. Somewhere in between 140 and 150. But as you can see here, the average buy is 140, so usually also lower than that. So this is really good. And a bunch of enchantments here, not really highly valued. That's why I don't want to touch them at the moment. We have another coin. But yeah, let's loot this and check what the next 50 are. I want this to reset because otherwise it's gonna probably mess up before we loot it. But let's see what the next 50 are. Alright, so the next 50 is 75,364. Okay. Still not the highest ever, but still good. We have way more Veil Crystal sales here. We flipped a bunch of these, so that's really nice. Another Copper Rod, almost 300 gold. More enchants. Some Old World and also new ones. Some more Primal Mana. Some low value Deep Sea bags, not really that nice. Some expensive raw beast hide that you use for drums of fury. We went out and farmed a little bit of this, so that's all farmed. Also all this. But yeah, let's loot this and check the next ones. All right, we have another 64,000 here, 810 gold. Pretty good, pretty good. Some more low value deep sea bags. These are all crafted. This is where we also the last 50 that was also crafted. So this is before we did the flip. Some more drums of fury here. Some Thorium bars here, a stack of them, so that's nice. Battle scarred augment runes. More gilded seaweed. This is kind of low valued, but that's alright because we got a lot of this really cheaply. But yeah, let's run through this and see what the next are. Alright, another 120,000. Let's see, 120,763. So also really good. We sold another coin here for almost 3,000, so that's nice. Low valued bags, way more enchants. This is so split. Like there's so many enchants here. There's so many Tome Evolutions. There's a pocket fell spreader. This one we bought for 10k, so that's a 4.2, almost 3k profit. So that's decent. Not the highest ever, but decent. Some more fell hide. And enchants. Some more deep sea bandages that are expensive as hell. That's like 90 gold. But yeah, let's loot this and see what the next 50 are. Okay. We have some embroidered deep sea satin sales. We have way more Tome Evolutions. That's what I talked about. Some not as high as we wanted. Gilded seaweed. Deep sea bags. Coin of many faces again. There's another sale here, so that's nice. Some more drums of fury, notorious gear, Nothing too serious here. A little bit more to Gilded Seaweave. Like, it's just a bunch of decent items here. The Gilded Seaweave, of course, is still profitable. It's still a really, really good amount to get for it. But I probably should have held on to it. But it is what it is. You live and you learn. At least we stocked up so much Gilded Seaweave that we had enough to also ball out on the really expensive ones. And we still have more because I stocked up on so much because I wanted to prepare for the uncanny crafter gear. But here we have more, you know, enchanting materials, Gilded Seaweave, Tome of Illusions, bunch of enchants that are low value. You make such a little amount of profit here on these ones, which is also why I don't want to craft them right now. Some more Thorium bars. But yeah, let's just get through this. 63,000. Not the highest amount ever, but still take it. On the last 50, 104,442. So this is really nice. It's a bunch of sumptuous fur. Sumptuous fur we buy for around 1 gold, but all of this is farmed because we did the raw Peacetide farm, and you also get sumptuous fur from that. So that's really nice. We sold a bunch more Gilded Seaweave, Gloom Dust, and bags, and a little bit of Batatar. So, imported Deep Sea Satin. Yeah, there's not really anything interesting here, but let's loot this. And that is pretty much it. I think. Yeah, it is. We've looted absolutely everything for the week. And we're done now. Okay. Well, I really appreciate you guys watching the video. I hope you guys are enjoying the content that I put out. I am working very hard on all my streams and making new ideas for my YouTube channel, and very soon you will see a couple new video ideas on a couple different things for gold making, besides like my Mailbox Monday and my 24-hour forums. The 24-hour forums you probably won't see more of before we're a couple weeks into 8.3, because I'm going to be at the auction house so much and probably not going to have a lot of time to farm, but we'll have to see. But now, to the most important part of the video. Going through all that we've made this week. For transmog and old world stuff like materials, we made 78,838. So not as high as last week, but it's still in the higher ends of what I usually make. So still decent, still pretty good. But yeah, let's see what blacksmithing and jewel crafting is. The total amount for blacksmithing and jewel crafting and a little bit of flipping is 1,317,453. So also, sorry, also a very good amount. I don't think it's as high as last week. On that guy, I think that was a little bit different last week, but still, it's a really good amount. For our last guy here, our tailoring and enchanting guy plus flipping, of course, it is 2,232,307 gold. So that obviously beats any records that I had on this guy. So that's a really high amount of gold that we've made. But the most important thing here, the grand total. We made for the week 3,628,598 gold. So obviously it's 450,000 lower than last week, but we got really damn close to last week's amount of sales. I am really happy with how many sales we got this week based on the work we put in. we did a lot of investing this week. We tried some farming as well, and we went out and prepared a bunch of stuff for 8.3. So we didn't spend as much time on the auction house this week as we did last week, but 8.3 is here soon, and that is gonna change. So I think you guys should really look forward to that. I will be live streaming as this video goes live. So if you want to check that out, the link is up on the screen right now. You can also scroll down to the description down below and click the links there. Remember to follow and subscribe, turn on the bell notifications, all that good stuff. And I will see you guys in the next video. I hope you enjoyed it. Bye.